Hello everybody, welcome back to today's episode of Wintuition MTG. My name's Wyatt, and today we have some Spell Table cEDH with you with our old friend Q. We're playing some non-Final Fantasy commanders today just to swap it up, but we will be going back to Final Fantasy content next week. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game though. Today Q is joining us on Rograkh Double Triple Bossy Deluxe. I am once again playing Deadpool, Assemble the X-Force. Ryan is playing his Yuriko Ninja Slap Attack deck again. And lastly, we have Zach, who is also playing a familiar deck, Kinnan +1.
Any pregame effects?
Nope. No. Okay, I'll draw for turn. I'll cast Rograkh.
Yep.
I'll play Manamo as land for turn. Tap Manamo for Soul Ring. Responses.
Nope. Misstepping.
We will
Yeah.
present this. Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I'll pass on that.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a Mox Diamond. I'll discard a Gemstone Caverns. Now you may wonder why I didn't start the game with that play. It's because it was the only land in my hand. I'm gonna tap Mox Diamond and play Soul Ring.
I mean, you could have Gemstone Caverns pitching the Mox Diamond.
Nah. Alright, I will then tap my Soul Ring, and I'll play Grim Monolith. I'll pass the turn.
I need a second mental misstep.
I'll draw for a turn, and then I will get a Felmire out, taking 3 life, so it's untapped. And then I'll play a Mox Diamond, pitching a Swamp, and then I will tap both of these to get Satoro the Infiltrator out. He's got Menache, a 2/3, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if no mana was cost, I get to draw a card. And then I'll get a Mox Amber out, and then with the Mox Amber, I will tap it for a black and get a Blood Chief Ascension.
Holy.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Draw for turn. Feels last seat, man.
Does feel last scene.
I'm going to play Misty Rainforest, and then I'll pay life and crack it. Any op agent.
Nope.
Cool. Just like, are you taking the opportunity to hose me out? Misty Rainforest will find me a tropical island. I will tap it for green to play a Elvish Mystic.
Yep.
And I will pass.
I'll untap, and then I'll draw. I'll play a basic island. I'll tap 2 for Arcane Signet. I will tap for 1 green, and Green Sun Zenith for 0.
I'm passing priority. Barber.
Yeah.
Probably.
Good?
Yep.
Nothing for me.
Okay, I'm just going to shuffle back in. Okay, I'll find Dryad Arbor, and Green Sun Zenith will shuffle back in, and then I'll pass my turn.
Alright. I'm gonna untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to... Man, that feels bad, but I feel like I need to do it. Okay, I'm gonna tap my Mox Diamond for a Dark Ritual. Responses?
Nope.
No response.
Alright, I'll make 3 black. I'm gonna use 2 of it and play a Ripples of Undeath. It's an enchantment. Responses?
Nope.
Nothing.
Alright, at the beginning of our pre-combat main, I can mill 3, and then I can pay a cost and potentially return 1 to my hand. I'll pass the turn.
Mana Burn.
Untap. And draw.
Bring back Mana Burn.
Prismatic Vista. Out for my turn. And then gonna go ahead, move to combat. So I will send
Also
my
only block
Infiltrator
that.
at you,
Yep, no blocks.
and I will tap 2 for the Ninjutsu.
Yep.
And
I
swap
have no
him out.
effects before damage. Does anybody else have anything?
Nope, you're good.
Nothing.
Right.
Yuriko. Alright. So 1 damage to you from Miss Commander.
Yep.
And I will flip into a 2-mana Silver Fur Master.
I'll take it.
Ninjutsu abilities will activate 1 less, and other ninjas and rogues get +1/+1. Everybody takes 2, so that gives me a counter.
At end step it will.
Yeah, it triggers on instant.
Oh, alright, well,
You're good.
it will be giving me a counter eventually, and then I will take a damage for a blue, sacrificing that guy, and I will find my land, tap both, and I will get my Infiltrator back out. And
Responses?
No response.
Go me.
Sounds good.
that'll be my turn, getting my fun little counter.
Untap. Turn. You know what? Might as well join the club. Play a Mox Diamond myself, pitching a City of Brass. We're going to tap for 2 to bring out Kinnan.
No
Yeah.
response to Kinnan.
No responses?
Anything for you, Ryan?
Is this a Danger Will Robbins moment?
No, it's just Kinnan.
Nah, it's probably
Kinnan's
fine.
not great, but it's not gonna help him right
Okay,
now.
cool.
Okay.
Tally ho.
I will tap the Mox Diamond for 2 blue and play cast a Spellskite.
Yep, spell site's good.
Okay.
If we're good on Spellskite, I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap, draw. Oh, that is something. I'll tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cast a Sowing Microspawn.
That's something.
I'll have a cast trigger to search my library for a land card and put it on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Everybody good with the cast trigger?
Yep.
Okay, I'll find Cradle off the search, and then Sowing Microspawn, good to resolve.
Yep.
Okay, I'll play Boseiju as land for turn,
Yep.
and then I will tap for 4 more and cast the One Ring.
Seems good.
Nope.
Good. ETB, I'll gain protection, and then I'll draw the card right now. And then I will pass turn.
Untap.
If only I could
Upkeep,
pay
draw.
2 life.
At the beginning of my pre-combat main, I'm going to mill 3 cards to Ripples. I'm going to mill Dragon Rage Chandler, Talongates of Madara, and Moxopal. I'm going to tap my Soul Ring and float a colorless and pay 3 life. And I'm going to return Moxopal to my hand. I'm then going to cast Moxopal responses. Okay? How many cards does everybody have in hand?
3.
2. Wheel
Tap
of
Mox
Fortune.
Diamond and Moxopal for red and a black, and use my colorless floating. And I'm going to cast a Mayhem Devil.
Seems good. No response.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Alrighty then. Let's get an underground sewers. I'm sorry, undercity sewers out. It's the
Mhm.
surveil land.
It's pretty good going into a Yuriko trigger.
Ooh.
2 Yuriko triggers, potentially.
And I will put that in my graveyard. Pachuca Bog.
Bog.
Pachuca Bog.
But
Yep.
you could have gotten rid of the Soul Ring.
You're so right.
Could have been fully exiled.
Before combat, I'm just gonna pay 2.
That seems
And I'm
valid.
gonna get Silver Fur Masters out. So now my ninjas and rogues get an extra +1/+1. I'm gonna go move to combat. Gonna send both of these at
I don't-
Deadpool.
Yeah, no blocks.
Yeah, one
Anything
trigger.
before damage.
Uh,
He's
nothing-
3 right now, correct?
Yeah, he's a 3/4 right now.
I'll take 3, and then you'll have a trigger on Yuriko.
It would have been better if I didn't. Alright, so the Yuriko, damn it, is Mana Confluence.
Womp womp.
So draw a card.
Yep, so that goes to my hand basically. Then I'm gonna go to my end step and get another tick.
Yep.
Yep.
And pass.
Untap. A draw for turn. It's not quite what we were looking for. Is it worth going for 1 activation this turn? Yeah, no, I just got to pass. Pass turn.
Okay, untap. Upkeep, I'll have a trigger to lose a life, and then I'll draw. I'll attempt to draw 2 cards. Good?
That's good.
Okay. Oh boy. I'll do a green and a blue. Cast Thrasios.
Responses, Ryan.
No.
Responses, Zach.
No response.
Okay, I'll tap my Cradle for 4 green mana. I'll float one of it. I'll use 3 and cast Growing Rites of Itlamok.
I have no responses. Responses, Ryan.
No.
Responses, Zach.
Is that what I'm actually scared of? I don't think I
It's
am.
a
I think I
second
just.
cradle.
Yeah.
and-
It
and
is.
I don't think it wins the game, but it's like so backbreaking for us.
But
Yeah,
then
I just.
activate till his end step?
Yeah.
It is extra Thrasios activations time. I think I'd rather have interaction for actual.
Valid. Yeah, I think it's fine to let go.
Yeah. Pass on that.
Okay, I'll look at the top 4 cards in my library and reveal hopefully a creature. I'll find Mockingbird.
Gross.
We love
Get
that.
Steel Kinnan.
Okay, let's see. I'll use the floating green while I have it and Dried Arbor. I'll cast Green Sun Zenith for 1.
Fast priority.
Coming back every turn, fellas.
Jeez.
I'm fine. I'll pass.
I'm so far behind the curve here is part of the problem. I'm wishing
his
for
number
1.
It only has 1 option to get, if it helps you.
That doesn't help me in the slightest because I have
It gets birds.
Birds. All right. I think I'm good on bird. You potentially getting a bird's paradise. I'll pass.
Cool. I'll search my library for a 1-cost green creature.
So if he does the mockingbird,
Okay, I'll find Bird's Paradise, and Green Suns will shuffle back in. I will cast a Chromox. If that is good, I will pitch Pact Navigation, and I will move to my end step.
I mean,
I'll
he's
have
got
a
multiple counterspells, boys.
trigger on Growing Rites to flip.
Yep.
Okay.
it's either has multiple counterspells or multiple combo pieces.
Itlamok Cradle the Sun will enter, and then I will pass turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Pre-combat main phase, I have a Ripples of Undeath trigger. I'll mill Fire Covenant, Flare of Duplication, and Mount Doom. I'm gonna deny my Ripples of Undeath trigger and not get anything back. I'm gonna tap my Grim Monolith and my Soul Ring for 5, and I'm gonna have 1 color floating. I'm gonna attempt to cast the One Ring. Responses?
No.
No response.
I pass on it.
ETB, I'll be pro everything. I'm gonna tap it to draw a card. Responses?
No response.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll play a land for turn as a mountain.
It's his first
No
land of the
creature in
game,
grave.
guys.
Okay, and then so you guys have answers in your hand
Maybe.
because I have a Wheel of Fortune. I can give you potentially 14 cards versus 7 because I think he's in a very strong position to win right now.
It's fair. I mean, I will
Downside is
potentially
that
have some
one of you
responses.
guys might Okay, fuck it. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna tap my mountain, use my colorless, and tap my and I'm gonna attempt to put a Wheel of Fortune on the stack. Responses?
So you're saying let this happen.
Yeah, so that you guys draw 14 cards versus his 7, because he discarded a Pact of Negation. I'm assuming he has counterspells in his hand. So if he wants to keep his hand, he's going to use one on the wheel, and if not, then potentially you guys hopefully draw into more than he does.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass.
I'm gonna pass on the wheel.
Because wheeling and passing is not good for me either, so I have to hope one of you guys don't win too.
Sure, I'll pass on it. It's fine.
Okay. Wheel of Fortune will resolve. All players are going to discard their hand and draw 7. I have a Reanimate and Dance of the Dead.
A mana confluence, a misdirection, and a force of negation.
Force of Will, Elvish Spirit Guide, Transmute Artifact.
Lion's Eye Diamond, Valley Flood Caller, and Mockingbird.
That bluff, though. I wanted to transmute for my Basalt Monolith so freaking bad, but I had no payoff for it. 6, 7. Man, drawing that exact 7 feels good.
I guess pass the turn.
Alright, let's get a swamp out for a turn. That'll go at least. And I have 3 creatures. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Alright, you have 2 blockers, you have Kinnan and a
I have
spell.
3. I got an Elvish Mystic, Spellskite, and Kinnan. 1/1, a 2/2, and a 0/4.
Alright, well, let's see if we can have some fun. And then you have a 3/3, a bird. Man, you guys all. And I can't attack you because you have protection from everything.
Yep.
Okay. This is going to be fun. We're going to go ahead and attack.
I think you flunge at Zach.
Me too. All 3 going at you.
What are the power toughness?
A 2/4, a 3/4, and a 2/2.
Which one is Yuriko?
2
The 2/4.
2/4.
You block
All right.
Yuriko.
Yeah, I will block Yuriko with the Spellskite, which is a 0/4, and then I will take a 5,
It'll be
Yeah.
4, and a 3/4.
So I get.
So you take
3
5 Yuriko damage.
Okay. And then with her trigger on the stack, I would like to cast a Brain Surge.
Okay. Response is Zach.
No, pass priority.
Was it a Brain Surge? Sure, I'll pass on that.
Pass on.
2, 3, 4. Alright. I will put those 2 back. And now I will resolve the Yuriko trigger.
Hold on before the triggers. You guys think you put something on top, something big?
I think it's gonna be like probably 10 plus damage here.
All right.
He definitely is, yeah.
Yeah, before the damage, I'll tap the Cradle of the Sun. I'll float 1 green, and I'll use Chromox for blue. Or I guess no, I'll float 4 because it taps for 5. Yeah, I'll try to Brain Freeze you.
Do what? Sorry.
With Storm 2, so you'll put the top 6 in your grave.
Oh man. Okay. It was a trap and a 2 cost. Ooh, Deadly Relic. And then 3 more.
Yeah.
My Miss Syndicate Naga, a Drowned Catacombs, and a Fairy Seer.
Yep.
So now I get to do it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Changeling, Moth Dust Changeling, and a Fierce Guardian.
So
So
I take
4
4.
damage.
I have 1 ring, so I take.
Yuriko gets around it, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It does because it doesn't target. Yeah.
Are you moving out of combat?
Yeah, because I can't put a ninjutsu in.
You can. You can do extra damage.
There's a step after damage you could do it.
Sure can.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenhorn Buccaneer loves that phase.
But like damage already was declared.
Damage
Yeah. It's like there's like an
back
after
step.
damage phase.
It's a pseudo cleanup step, kinda ish.
So I'm gonna ninjutsu 1,000-faced shadow in. When it enters, if it's attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. So would I still get that then?
Yep.
Yep, it enters tapped and attacking.
Yeah, so I'll have another
Sure.
silver dude.
Before you move out of combat, I just want to activate Thras with the mana before I lose it.
Valid.
Good.
Yep.
Put this card to the bottom and reveal Mox Amber. You're good.
Alright,
When you go to your end step, I will respond.
okay.
I'm going to tap for 2 blue. I'm going to cleave an Alchemist Retrieval to bounce the Bloodchief's Ascension back to your hand.
City of Brass, a Gemstone Cavern, Lake Verge.
Sure. Discard Blood Chief.
Yeah.
We're going to play a Island as land for turn. Tap for 2. Play a Bloom Tender.
Bloom Tender's good with me.
Good for me.
Okay, we're good on that. Tap Elvish Mystic for 2. Drop out a Moon Silver Key.
Yep.
And then if we're good on that, I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I'll tap Arcane Signet for a blue to tap Manamo to try to untap target the One Ring. And then still in your end step, I'll tap to draw 3.
Yep. And otherwise, I would Spellskite that every day.
Okay, I'm good with your passing of the turn if everybody
Yep.
else is. Okay, untap. Upkeep trigger, I'll take 3, and then I'll draw. I'll try to draw 4.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. All my lands. Are you kidding me? I'll play Mox Amber. I'll tap my normal Cradle for 5. 4 of it to cast Mana Vault. Use another of the green, casting a Wild Growth, targeting my island, my basic island.
Okay.
Make sure I can fit all this on screen.
That's a good sign. I swear, if I take all this time trying to find a copy just for you to win.
Well, hopefully you have a fierce. Zach's hopefully got some interaction.
There's a spell guide as well.
I'll use 2 of the green and tap my vault for 3. I'll cast the Seaboard Muse.
So that not good.
Seems good.
Pass priority.
Yep, that's creature.
Basically uncounterable. Okay, then I will play my land for turn as Command Tower. 8, 9, 10 cards in hand. I'll use a green. I'll just cast it. I'll cast Noxious Revival, targeting my Flood Caller.
Sure.
Good. Flood Caller will go on top of my library. I'll tap my other Cradle for 6. Put 2 of it. Use 4 to activate Thras.
No responses.
No response.
I'll reveal Valley Flood Caller and then draw it. I'll use 2 plus the 2 from the island. I'll cast an Invasion of Ikoria. X is 2.
No responses.
Good.
Yeah,
I think this might be worth stopping.
notch. Alright. Well,
'Cause,
that's
like
not
I feel like he can get a combo piece here, but I'm not.
I
quite
do
sure.
too.
thing
but
creature out.
Any 2-mana creature, because like he paid more
Non-human,
than
yeah.
2
I
if
can't
he
get
needed-
Kinnan.
But he could have paid more than 2 if he needed to pay more than 2 there. So I think this is worth countering.
Alright, I'll do the fierce.
Okay.
I'll
Responses
try.
out.
No response.
Responses Q.
Yeah, I'll respond. I'll tap Chromox for the blue and Fluster.
Okay. Storm count is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th one.
Pass.
No.
No responses.
Go shoot. I'll have Wyatt defend it. It's fine.
Sure.
Be off screen a little bit.
Stop him from getting that Zalortha.
Oh, it's worse than that.
Oh no, the flip side.
Oh yeah.
I think he just wins.
I'll find a Boreal Breeze Caller.
That's gonna be a lot of mana. It's a lot of Thrasios activations.
Oh yeah. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll activate Thras. Main phase.
Sure.
I'll bottom this and reveal Flare of Duplication to my hand. And then I will try to move to my end step.
No responses.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll discard 2 cards. I'll discard Verdant Catacombs and Urza Saga, and then I'll pass.
All right. On tap.
I'll untap with you.
In my I have a 1-ring trigger. Anything before that goes off.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'll lose 1. I'll move to my draw step. I'll draw. At the beginning of pre-combat main phase, I'll ripple some undeath trigger and your responses. Okay. I will mill a Rite of Flame, a Conqueror's Flail, and an Electro Duplicate. I'm going to tap my Soul Ring for and float a colorless. I'm gonna lose 3, and I'm gonna turn Rite of Flame to my hand. Responses to that?
No response here.
Nope.
Okay. I'm then gonna attempt to draw 2 with 1-ring. Responses?
You're good.
Good.
I think with ripples, they have to respond before the mill, and then after that,
Oh,
you
you're
just
right,
they
then
can't
they just
respond.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a Wood of Foothills as my land for turn. I'm gonna attempt to sacrifice it, losing 1 life. I have a Mayhem Devil trigger. I'm gonna target your Boreal, your like 1/1 blue thing.
Yeah.
Responses?
Yeah, I'll respond to it. I'll tap my One Ring to try to draw 5.
Yeah, I've got no responses.
Good. Everybody else?
Yep.
Okay. 2, 3, 5. Okay. I'll still respond to it. I'll tap my Chromox for blue and my Manamo to try to untap target the One Ring.
No responses.
So White Knight has no response. Ryan, do you have a response?
Nope.
Tap Mox Diamond for 2. I'm gonna use 1 to tap and sack the Moonsilver, giving a Mayhem Devil trigger. I'm gonna go search.
Sure. With that Mayhem Devil trigger, I'm gonna attempt to target the Boreal guy. Responses?
I have no response to that Mayhem Devil.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to respond to it. I'll float a green from Beseju, and I will tap my original Gaia's Cradle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So floating 8. I'll use 2 of it to activate Breeze Caller, returning Beseju to my hand, untapping target Cradle.
I'm gonna respond to that.
The return is part of the cost, so it's...
Yeah, I'm responding to the untap.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap my Mox Opal for a black, and I'm gonna cast Calling the Weak. I'm pretty sure this has been Oracle text to say additional cost sack a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna sack the Mayhem Devil.
Yeah.
That Mayhem Devil trigger, I'm gonna attempt to target your blue guy again.
You have 3 total targets on it.
What did the Breeze Caller do to y'all?
You know what?
It's potentially giving you like 90.
Yeah, it's got to be upwards of like 100 or something.
It's crazy. Sure, I'll respond to it. I'll tap my command tower for blue. So I'm floating 6 green and a blue now. I'll use 2 of the green, go down to 4 floating. Hold on, before I do that. I'll tap Itlamok Cradle of the Sun for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll tap for 7 more. I'll use 2 of it going down to 11. 11 green, 1 blue floating to return my command tower, untap target, Itlamok.
Okay, I will respond. Can you theoretically pay to activate that again? It costs how
It
much?
costs 2, and I have 11 green and a blue floating.
Yeah. What's Itlamok's card typings? Is it an artifact on the back as well?
It's an enchantment on the back.
It's an enchantment, not an artifact.
It's a legendary land right now, though.
Yeah, I can't. I have to pass on that.
Okay, Itlamok will untap. I'll use 2 of the green and the blue, so I'm down to 9 green floating. I'll try and flash out my Flood Caller.
Yeah, I think he can just win over top of me. Doing anything here? I have no responses.
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I can't do anything about the flood color.
alright, see here. I'll tap Mox Amber for red, use another green, go to 8 floating. I'll flash out Underworld Breach.
Yeah, pass priority.
Yep.
I'll tap this island for a green and a blue. I'll use both and escape my freeze.
Yeah, and he's already got the Lion's Eye. This is just game. That's
Yep.
what it interacts with.
Nope.
Not unless he gives me a valid target for a spell scout at the moment.
I think if the freeze mills the right stuff, I won't cast any more. I'll cast like 2 more spells and that's it.
Why does that feel objectively incorrect?
It's not the. I mean, I could just go typical breach line, but there's another
He just
line that's a
doesn't
lot
need
safer.
to. Yeah.
It needs the
Uh,
mill Talon Gates of Madara, and then I have it.
Are you running Thoracle at all?
No, I'm gonna.
I think if you're running Thoracle, you just freeze yourself out and then Thoracle.
Yeah.
Theoretically,
So
it would be safer to do the thing in his hand than do that after.
That's
you win.
fair.
so
Yeah, no
Storm
responses.
is
I've
1,
cast nothing. I just have an ability activation on the stack.
2, 3. So there's
You
4
cast-
freezes on me. Okay, so I'll mill 12.
Response.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my floating and then my 2. Might as well just make it a little more awkward for you. I'll SWAT target myself with one of them.
Yeah,
Keep it
that's
known.
fine.
Okay. Minor resolve first. So 3. Bloodstained Minor Braids. Amp Tutor. You're good to go.
Okay, so I get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Talon Gates was in there.
I don't think SWAT would have affected anything he's doing here anyway. Because he's probably got interaction.
Pay.
I mean, he's got breach in play with counters in graveyard, so
I'll pay 2 life to revival. 1, 2, 3 lands exiled for the escape. Targeting Talon Gates of Madara. Good.
Yep.
Okay. I'll use 4 of the green, going down to 4, floating, and I'll activate Thras. I'll reveal and put Talon Gates into play tapped. I will phase.
Blue guy, right?
Yeah, I'll phase out Kinnan.
Okay.
So from here, I can tap either of my Cradles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I can use 2 of it to bounce Talon Gates to my hand, untapping one of the Cradles, and then I can pay 4 to put Talon Gates into play. I'll phase out all of your guys' creatures, and Talon Gates has a filter ability, so I'll have infinite Teamer mana. And then from there, I can cast Brain Freeze to mill myself most of the way out, leaving some in library, and cast Fairy Mastermind to force a draw on you guys.
Yep. So you're gonna force us all to draw to die, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I have a blue floating currently. I'm trying to
Wait,
think.
can Mastermind also make you draw?
Yeah, that's why I said I'll mill myself most of the way out. I also, if it
Oh,
makes
you
it
have
easier,
Green
I
Sun
also
us
have,
too.
I also have Green Sun, so I can never draw out.
Sorry, you're brain freezing us too, though, right?
Yeah, I'll mill myself most of
Okay,
the
I
way
was
out.
gonna say
to both
that's
Storm.
that's very important.
Yeah.
If you don't freeze us,
I think you just might have forgot to say it, but I was assuming
Yeah.
that brain freeze us, then do it.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
think if I
I've got
have.
nothing. If he didn't win over top of me, I was attempting to win there, so
It's fair.
good game.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
For
dodged
some
the
reason-
old mastermind of fairies.
Congratulations to Q for winning today's game of cEDH. Hopefully you enjoyed today's gameplay. We're going to go ahead and award this week's MVC, or Most Valuable Card, to Gaea's Cradle. Although he technically had 2 copies through the Growing Rights of Itlamok, it was so overwhelming in terms of mana advantage that we genuinely could not keep up, and that's what allowed him to snowball so aggressively with his Thrasios throughout the game. Once again, hopefully you enjoyed. My name's Wyatt, and we'll see you next week on Wintuition MTG. Have a nice